Hey, hi guys, Elevator Beats here, it's Michele Marie Dalene. I bought a brand new one of these because I lost the other one. I don't know where that went, but this is a little Bluetooth microphone and sports regular headphones. So I'm gonna use this today, and we're on the porch, and I figured this is a good place to test it. And the reason is because I got the air conditioner on, I got a fan on, it's mild outside, it's not too hot, and I figured, why not? So today we're going to talk about my personal experiences right now with a couple things in the news. And the reason I'm going to bring the news up because I have people tell me that I am talking about fake news. No, I do my best to try to pull news from various sources to verify the authenticity of said news. Now I just re-glued my ears, by the way, so if you want to know my ears look like they do, it's because I just re-glued them. It is Wednesday, and the glue usually starts to peter out by this day. So that's the tick situation. I don't know if you realize that, but people rightfully are concerned about the ticks. They're everywhere. Okay? These little monsters are everywhere. Okay? And people are afraid that they're gonna die. Okay? They're gonna get alpha gal. And alpha gal is something that causes you to become allergic to eating beef. And only beef at this point. It doesn't stop you from eating chicken, it doesn't stop you from eating pork, to my knowledge, and it doesn't stop you from eating fish. But any beef products, including milk, could be bad news. Alright, so that is real. That is scary, okay? One of the things I have said is I'm going to do my best to try to report the news and get timely articles to you guys as best I can. And I can say with a straight face, I have done this. I am reaching out to you every day and trying to get the truth into your hands. Granted, sometimes the news sounds fantastical, right? Sounds almost like a fantasy. But the tick situation is not a fantasy. Unless you're somebody who's deliberately creating the tick situation, okay? Maybe to you, it is your wildest wet dream. Give everybody alpha gal, and all of a sudden nobody can eat beef, and then all of a sudden everybody has to eat fish and chicken and pork and vegetables. Increase the number of vegetables. Maybe we can get people to eat bugs. Yeah, right. I really don't think so. But I'm watching the news and I'm watching what's going on, and shall I say, I'm not exactly jumping for joy. So I'm keeping track of that. Next thing I want to cover is my searching for land. I'm going to keep this short because one, I am not a real estater. I'm not a real estate speculator. I'm a human being with a very tight budget looking at a way to finally break away from renting. That's what I want to do. Okay, Great. Except the land that I'm finding that is cheap, owner financing is unfortunately in the middle of nowhere. This is not land that's good for me. This is land good for the guy with a 4x4 and a pickup truck. Okay? This is good for the person that has a mobile home or motor home that he can drop on the lot without a problem. This is not suitable for a 57, soon to be a 50-year-old woman on Social Security disability with a broken kneecap and Asperger's and bad eyesight and hearing to go out there and live in the middle of the sticks when the nearest town is over 25 miles away. That's not gonna cut it. Okay? I'm not stupid. I may play stupid sometimes on TV, but I ain't stupid. Okay? I agree with Stan CT on this. It has to be 3 to 5 miles outside of town, no more. It has to be close enough that I can call Uber or Lyft or Instacart or have access to emergency medical facilities. Let's talk about that. You live out 25, 30 minutes away from town, you die of a heart attack. You don't have a cell phone signal. You don't have life alert, heaven forbid. You die. You are in your little lean-to. Your body has become entombed. Your bones, your skeleton, your body has rotted away. And little vultures nearby have eaten you up, taken your bones, scattered you far and wide in the desert area of Colorado. Oh, did I tell you about that? Yes, there's a beautiful place in Colorado, but it's like 30 minutes away from town. 30 minutes away from the nearest town. Great, nice land, 5 acres, price great. Unfortunately, no, it's not great. It's over 30 minutes away from town. So you die. There's no one coming out to pick up your skanky ass. It's done. You're cooked. You're done. You're finished. Might as well just go ahead and die in the desert because the vultures are going to basically pick you clean. Talk about a green burial. That's what I call becoming somebody's dinner. And of course, you also got to deal with coyotes and foxes and wolves, rattlesnakes, and other nasties. And it's in Colorado. Like, really? Good price, but I'm sorry, but your home is not my garden. That ain't gonna work. Okay, I've seen lands like this. Nevada, New Mexico, Colorado, great. If I was just going by price, then that would be fine. But I have to look at the reality. So Lumi said, well, why don't you just buy the land and then basically just hold on to it and then wait for somebody to come up and offer you money for the land and sell it. What the hell good is that? What the hell good is that? What's good about it is the fact that you actually have some money and you have something you can call an investment. Yeah, but you realize the state what big man is spending on for food stamps, right? Yeah. So keep that in mind. So that's how. I'll keep looking. But it's not basically to go ahead and live in the middle of the sticks and let the vultures and the coyotes and the other animals eat me. Right? It's got to be within 3 to 5 miles from town. Okay? But then how big's town? That's another problem. I went through this stuff, all these lots, and they're huge parcel. I mean, they're not necessarily huge parcel, but the prices are, reasonable. Owner financing, 60 months, 80 months. 80 months isn't bad. You can actually get owner financing for 80 months for qualified individuals. Hey, that's okay. Never mind the closing costs. Never mind all that. I'll just say, from what I understand, basically is you are financing through the original landowner. It is your land. Once it's paid off, he gives you the deed, gives you the keys. If there's any kind of lien to a shack, guess what? You now own a piece of dirt. There ain't no house on it. So what good is that? Then you need to put a house on it. Either a little mini, one of those little simple tiny homes or something, depending on whatever, if there's any zoning requirements, and then you gotta deal with that. I don't know. Great idea, but somehow, maybe not good a deal. Maybe not a good deal. Oh, so I'll keep looking. So the weather this week is good. I'm gonna be doing something. I'm gonna be driving the truck today. Yeah, probably driving the truck today might be a thing. And I didn't get a nap in yet. Oh, that's another question. Is naps good? Why do people nap? According to one person, the reason why the elderly nap is they're lonely. They're bored. No, I'm not lonely. But do I get bored? Yeah, I get bored. I actually do get bored. I'm sitting there watching YouTube videos, just like a lot of others in my age bracket. You know, it's just as bad as my dad with the television. You know, fall asleep with Fox News on, right, on the TV. You know, he's ripping out a few boards in his sleep while he's listening to Bill O'Reilly on the O'Reilly Factor. That was my dad for you. It was a newsie like me. He studies the news. So, but after all, it does get boring. After a while, you just want to snore. Doesn't make you a bad person. It just means that I want to snore, baby. So, anyway, so make a long story short is, here we are in the land of schemes. Speaking of schemes, let's talk about this. I got people saying things about me that I have never said. I'm not going to go into details. Just to say this. You don't know me very well, do you? You don't know Jack. Don't sit there and tell me you know Jack. You don't. You know nothing about me. Okay? I am going to be 58 years old on September 13th. I am getting older. I am not trying to date younger people just because I could. Here's the problem. I'm married to Lummy. What the hell am I going to do with Lummy? She has to prove everything. If the marriage, we're married to her, right? So I can't just date somebody just because to say is, oh, it'd be beautiful to date this person because I can't date that person. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. Lummy has to prove the marriage. Or whatever. Okay? Get that in mind. So I got people because there are people in this town, in YouTube in general, that have always had a hard time with me. Maybe it's because I don't play games. I don't play games. I don't play the bullshit game. I don't play bullshit Rama. Okay? I've always been straight, honest, kind, loving, good, compassionate person, but I'm going to see where it is. I'm going to call a spade when I see a spade. Alright? And the truth of the matter is that I have been around a long time on YouTube. And I have been around here since 16 years. 16 years as of July 16th. That's next month. I have seen a lot in 16 years. And good, the bad, and the ugly. It just is true. So, before anybody listens to somebody's allegations, I want to suggest that if you are new and watching this channel for the first time, stick around a bit. Get to know me first. Don't listen to the bullshitters, because I'll give you the truth. And my audience, my community, will tell you straight out. Michelle is a deeply compassionate person that cares and that wants to see you happy. And it's true, I do. I want to see you get ahead in life. Well, anyway, it is time to get ready to wrap it up. And I just wanted to explain it to you. Alright? Okay, one thing about if you do go with sites like looking for houses for rent on Zillow, and maybe a few other sites too, and you see a house that is inexpensive for rent, look at the pictures before you say I do. There are houses for rent where the landlord is expecting you to fix them up. And I'm not kidding when I say fix them up. Some of the houses have been totally gutted from the inside. There is no walls, there's studs, there's no insulation, there's no electrical, there's no gas, there's no plumbing for water, no sewer, no septic. You are going to be stuck renting one of those, and basically you're going to be renting it for the rest of your life. You will never own it. It is not yours. Unless you and the landlord agree on rent to own. And even then, you still are going to be not exactly be able to move in right away. So, watch out for that. Just watch out for that. Okay? At my age, at 57, at 58, the last thing I want to deal with is stuck with a house that I basically have to re-plumb, rewire, re-gas, wall, sheetrock or plaster or stone or stucco or new windows, whatever. I don't have time for that. I might have as many as 40 years left. That's kind of pushing it. But I'm going to say it. I could have 40 years. The point is, by the time you're done fixing out that place, you're going to be old, tired, crotchety, and you're not going to want to do anything. That's so true. So, make sure if you really do see something that looks sketchy, you might want to seriously, unless you got a lot of skill and talent, and say, nah, next one. I saw a lot of them like that, and on the really cheap side. So Unless the landlord is willing to work with you in some way or another, just walk on by, because it's not going to help you at the immediate time. All right, guys, so that's that. I just wanted to say what I was going to say. By the way, I didn't say much about how this works. This here has a control panel. You can plug in a pair of headphones here on the side here, okay? And I don't have headphones plugged in right now, but there's a microphone on it. So I'm using this wireless microphone right now. And I had the same one with the same thing before. I don't know where the other one went. I tried to find it. I can't find it anywhere. That's why I bought this. It wasn't that expensive. Lasties. If you do YouTube surveys and things like that, they authorize payment through a site called Tremendous. One thing to be aware of, and I did contact YouTube about it. Tremendous used to deposit the money into your PayPal. They no longer do. They only give you gift debit cards. And the problem with them is most sites you buy stuff from don't let you pay with multiple cards. So let's say you have one card, you have 35 cents left. When you have $8.23 left, when you have $25 in, and you want to buy something for $40. Or say $38. So you think, oh, I can pay with this card, this card, this card. Nope. And then let me say, why don't you use this card, this card, this card to pay your phone or electric bill? That's not a bad idea, actually. Maybe next month we'll do that. So if you know people on a YouTube program that do surveys and things like that, and you can reach out to them, and I did, and she said it was up to Tremendous said it's up to them. Let them know that for us, we'd rather have the money go into our PayPal in some cases, or go into our checking account. Why not? I mean, it would solve a problem on multiple levels. So reach out to YouTube Tremendous and let them know if you really would like to see them return to offering PayPal deposits of this for money from the surveys and things like that. It would be a lot easier for me, because then I can use the money, add it up, and then pay for things together. Alright guys, so for now, to end the stream, all I do is press this plus button right here, and it should stop the stream, so it's kind of nice. So for now, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.